it's quite hard to sum up, I think. I don't think we really expected it to go as it did. We had a nice team of horses in the spring, and sort of through the winter we tried to have a few winners just to sort of keep the ball rolling, really. We had a good year the year before with 26 winners at 20%, and no, look, it's been great. We've increased the numbers, we've increased the quality, we've increased the staff, we've increased the quality of staff, and it's a team that I'm really excited going forward next year with, again, better quality of horse and a few more. So no, it's very exciting. I think we had about 40 in the spring. We weren't quite full here, but yeah, we had a nice number of 2-year-olds that we purposefully went and bought some sharper types of horses. I think it was easier to, well, I thought it might be easier to make an impression if we had horses that were ready to run at the start of the year, and obviously we had to buy some horses for the back end of the year, which has sort of been running in the last 6 to 8 weeks. But yeah, we had about 40, and it grew through the breeze ups, and as we did hit the ground running early in the season, people sent us breeze up horses, and then that horses like Oscula came along, and Hello My Darling, and yeah, some lovely 2-year-olds, and it's been a great year, really. There was a moment in the year where I've never worked with horses that look so well and were training so well, and it's a bit of a cliche thing, but it's a compliment to everyone who works here. I'm very lucky that my name's on the door and we're compiling a good team together, but they were in extraordinary shape, and unfortunately through hard work, there weren't that many peaks and troughs, and we kept it at a pretty constant 20% all year, and just tried to keep the ball rolling, really. I think Oaks Day was probably a very special day. Nick Bradley being a huge supporter of the yard that he is, he's got double figures number of horses in the yard now, and to win the Woodcut, which is only conditions race nowadays, but it's a pretty big early 2-year-old race, and to win it so decisively under Mark Crean, who'd been a huge help to us through the winter and obviously was through the summer. It sort of got the confidence going for Mystery Angel a couple of races later in the Oaks, who the owners had to stump up the cash to supplement her, but she rewarded them by being second there, and it was probably the first day that, although she'd been placed in some stakes races at the back end of the year as a 2-year-old, she put us on the map in a Group 1. I think it's our first runner in a Group 1, and she was second in a classic, and it was stuff that you sort of dream about as a child, and it was it was a very special day. I've been very keen, with the people that we buy the horses with, to continue to buy the cheaper type of horse, and we've predominantly bought fillies, and I think they hold that bit more resale value. So we bought a load of cheaper horses to run in the sort of banded races where we've enjoyed plenty of success this year, but we have also bought some nicer types, some sort of more staying types, and the miler type for the back end, and at the end of the day, that's the horse that you really want to be training. And not that I want to move away from what we're doing, but our focus is probably on a better type of horse, or trying to be on a better type of horse now. And yeah, so we've bought a mixture of horses, but it's been pretty busy. Yeah, Sam's worked very hard on finding horses where we think we might have an edge, whether it be a change of trip or a gelding operation or a wind op or a pedigree play. If we bought plenty of unraced horses from the horse and training sale recently, because we've run most of our 2-year-olds, so it's nice to have some unraced ones to go into their 3-year-old careers. But yeah, I think there's a bit of a knack to it. Not every horse can do it, whether it be mentally, physically, or on their level of ability. But we have notified a few of them that might be able to do it, and it's been fun. It's amazing what they can do, and the team at home having them fresh for when they go and run 4 times in 3 weeks or whatever it may be. So no, look, it's been a fun part of a very different side. We're probably known for having plenty of 2-year-olds at the moment, but the older horses are also, that's what got us going at the end of the day. I think ever since we bought her, I actually underbid her for 2 people, and then Highclere bought her, and I bounded up to Jakey Warren and Harry Herbert, and I was desperate to train her. I thought she was the pick of nearly the pick of the sale, and she's proven to be so. She's rated 109 now, and she's not done yet. You know, she's bred to she's bred to mature into a 3-year-old, and going to America was fantastic. I think, you know, again, we were very well represented out there. You know, she looked a picture, she travelled over well, and we've taken a lot of horses abroad this year. Well, a number of horses abroad this year, and I think identifying the right horses to take is the biggest thing. You know, it's some of them don't handle the travel, the track, the training on a different surface, different ground, you know, when they race, and she was equal to all of that. And I think she did give us a moment for about 5 or 10 seconds, so we thought we might have nicked it, but the maths behind it afterwards said that she might have gone a little bit quick, but she's having a break now, and you know, she's a real athlete. I don't expect her to put on a huge amount of weight over the winter. You know, although she'll mature and strengthen up, I don't think she'll grow a huge amount, but she doesn't need to. Something like the Nell Gwyn probably is the right place to start her. Her form figures at Newmarket, she's never been out of the 3 at maiden level and Group 1 level. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how she does over the winter, because I think the mile is probably her trip. You know, we don't necessarily have that many jockeys come in and ride work. Obviously, Ross Orion rides for Ammo Racing, and you know, they've been big supporters of ours this year. So Ross has ended up riding quite a lot of our other horses. But to have the likes of William Buick, James Doyle, Ryan Moore, O'Sheen at times, but you know, they're very hard people to get hold of, and to have their agents trying to get on our horses is great. I don't have any intention of having a jockey that rides everything. Ben Curtis used to ride a lot for us, has been injured, and he probably would have ridden them all over the winter, but yeah, I think best available suits us at the moment, and to have access to those jockeys is, you know, it's a huge help. You know, obviously you want to have winners at the highest level. I think I was saying earlier, our aim is to have a listed winner and more winners than last year, and we've had 81 winners in Europe this year, and it's quite an amount to go and beat next year, but we'll give it a good go. And no, look, it's just to try and get the best out of everything that we have, and we've had a listed winner and a Group 3 winner, so let's try and have a Group 2 winner next year.